Hey guys, good morning. I'm noticing my lip since from last night is a mess. I didn't drink Kool-Aid this morning. I didn't put on lipstick that's smeared everywhere. I literally just can't get it off right now. So now y'all are looking at it. But my name is Abigail Klutz. I'm here in Olathe, Kansas. And hey, if you are joining in and watching this live, drop me a 1. If you hit the replay, drop me a 2. And then if you are right now on day 1 of your keto reboot reset, I want you to drop me a fire emoji, okay? I want to know who right now is with me. Last night, we're going into a 60-hour keto reboot. Last night, took some Signal OS, helps optimize the ketones, DNA repair, a lot of good information on that. And then took some Keto Calm, which knocks me out. And then waking up this morning, drinking a lot of water. I did have my coffee. And right now, I'm pumping in the raspberry lemonade plus about 5 grams of extra branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, and then after I work out, I'm gonna have some more, another 5 grams of BCAAs. So I wanted to, I'm gonna talk a lot about working out from here as we're in this 60-hour reboot. So basically, we've got a kit that we were all sent, and my alarm is literally set. Like, I'll have bone broth with collagen later today. I'll have some more ketones this afternoon. I'll have the Signal OS in between, lots of water. And we're gonna do this for 60 hours, okay? And then wake up on Wednesday and have an awesome breakfast, refeed. But super important workouts, all right? If you've never walked into a gym or never lifted weights, then don't start now, but get moving, get walking. This morning, I'm gonna show you just some body movements that you can do from your home with a band. And what we're thinking about, especially as we're not eating, is glycogen depletion. And I want to give you an analogy, okay? So basically, when you think about sugar, and sorry, my alarm went off to take my Signal OS. When you are thinking about carbohydrates, sugar, okay? I want you to think about a refrigerator. And I want you to think about how you can go into that refrigerator at any time and just grab out that food very quickly. Okay, that's in essence where our body is storing our carbs and sugar. It's a quick, easy grab. Now, what happens if your refrigerator is too full? You're gonna have to start storing stuff into your freezer, all right? I want you to think about the freezer as your fat, okay? Your fat stores. Now, if you don't go grab out all the food, all the sugar, all the carbs from your refrigerator, you don't need to tap into the fat to bring it back up, or the freezer, to bring it back up and de-thaw it in the fridge, okay? So what all of us who are doing this right now, we're literally emptying out the fridge, okay? We're getting rid of those sugars, those carbohydrates. They make up lots of sugars in the muscle cell known as glycogen. Okay, so when I step into the weight room or when I begin this 60-hour reboot fast, I want to expedite it along in getting that food out of the fridge so I can start tapping down into the freezer, because that's the fat stores, okay? So yes, continuing to do your workouts like normal, continuing to move is going to be a great idea and way more effective if tapping into those fat stores, which I think everybody in the Prove It community is wanting to do, because on a daily basis, we're trying to eat fats and get into that deep freeze anyway, okay? So a lot of us, when we live our lifestyle, when we come off this 60-hour reboot, we're not gonna put a bunch of food back in the fridge that we have to empty out to get into our deep freeze fat stores. We live that way. But at the top of every month with this 60-hour reboot, it's like we're getting all the food out of the fridge and we're getting into the deep part of that freezer where we're tapping into our fat storage for energy and burning more fat. So these workouts, they matter. And when I think about glycogen depletion type workouts, yeah, you can wake up and you can go for a walk in the morning, but I want you to think about things you can do with your muscles, because that's where a lot of that is stored. So if you want to see my weightlifting workout, definitely follow my storyline in the Messenger and my Instagram storyline at Abby K Life on Instagram. But just today, I want to give you a few little workout moves that you can do at home that will help that process of emptying out the refrigerator, okay? So the first one is, when I'm thinking about working out in this state, I'm not thinking about tearing muscle fibers. I'm not thinking about the eccentric motion in weightlifting. So when you're weightlifting, you know, the goal is to tear muscle fibers down, to eat, nourish, and repair. And as your muscles repair, they get bigger, harder, stronger, okay? During glycogen depletion training, I'm really just thinking about getting that pump, getting it kind of emptied out, right? So we're not gonna do big, heavy squatting, coming down, tearing it up so you can't move the next day. You don't have a lot coming in for repair. We're emptying out the sugar and the carbohydrates. So I'm thinking about high rep set movements, things that just leave me feeling like empty, that kind of burn, things like that. So I'm going to just do in the weight room today, which if you want to see that, what I'm doing is I'm taking each body part, each big body part. I'm going to take my back, I'm going to take my chest, I'm going to take shoulders, I'm going to do a hamstring, quad, and glute, and I'm going to do 3 rounds of 20 reps with one movement on each. If I finish it under 15 minutes, because I'm going to go quick, if I finish it under 15 minutes, I'll do 2 things. So I may do a row the first round, and chest press, and delts, and then I'll go back maybe and find a second movement, 20 reps. So you'll have to follow my storylines for that. I never know what I'm gonna do till I'm in it and doing it. But if you're at home right now, I'm gonna give you a move for each body part that you can do 15 to 20 reps, and then you can repeat it about 4 times. I wouldn't go more than 20 to 30 minutes today, okay? But definitely air squats, okay? You can start with your legs, come down. If you've been in my movement camps before, you know you're gonna focus on pressing your knees out on that squat and pushing through the heels, okay? Stay off your toes. When you come up, push those knees out, and then really focus on not letting your knees pass your toes, coming up. So remember when we were together, how many of you did a Tabata with me? So what you can do is go 30 seconds on, rest, try and get as many done as you can in 30 seconds, and then rest 30 seconds. Do that again for 3 to 4 rounds, okay? So it'd be like this, 1, 2. I'm just gonna do 20 right now. Five more. So you could do 4 sets of 20 reps, or you could do a Tabata and see how many reps you can get in 4 rounds of 30 seconds, okay? There's my legs right there. If you got a band, everybody who wants to stay home at workout needs a band. Here you go, right here. Just a little bicep pump. Once again, you could do a Tabata with this. You could do this for 30 seconds for 4 rounds. Then you rest 30. Okay, next, shoulders. Just like that. Same thing. You could do 20 or they want to stop me because there's music in the back. All right, so I'll hurry and get through this. Back, right here. It's a fly. What you can also do though, you can latch this band around something, just like that, and really focus, doing rows, okay? And then finally, chest. What are the greatest things? And you know it, it's gonna be a push-up, okay? If you are wanting to really get into it, you could do explosive push-ups, just like this. Come up, okay? If you're just starting out, you can always put your knees down and do it like that. Or you can just do a regular push-up. If you really want to be careful and you've not done this before and maybe you're older, and here's one variation. You can lean up against a wall. Okay? Simply like this. Come in and out. Scoot your feet out, as much pressure as you need, but that's for people who can't get down and up. And listen, I've worked with a lot of people who have had knee problems, or they've broken a hip, or they're older. For your squats, I didn't give you this variation. I want you to get a chair. Also, you could get a cane, or you could get something like a broom for support. And I just want you to work on functional movements that you have to do every day. So just sit down, stand up and squeeze. Sit down, stand up and squeeze. Okay, for people with knee problems, you can also put a weight in your hand and do that, but that gives you more support there. So I hope you like this. The goal is, go a little bit high rep, have fun, do a couple rounds with it. If this was helpful for you and you want to see more of these, drop me a heart. And I'll be back. I love these things. I love these workouts. Once again, follow me on IG or Messenger on Facebook. And I'm going to start my workout with weights, but body part movements, getting in and out about 20-30 minutes. Got my ketones, BCAAs, and excited for day one of our reboot. Have a good one.